Oh, okay, we are live. Oh, yes, okay. Guess I can wait for some people to join in. This is a spontaneous live stream, everyone. Oh, hey, Oliver and Latif. Spooky Strategy. I did get older. It's been a very long time. How are you guys doing? Alright, so today I'm just doing a quick live stream, about maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I just want to answer some of the questions you guys may have, and also just talk about sort of how my life has been going and what I've been doing in this time that I've been off the radar on YouTube, so to speak. So, hi everyone. Let's see. I have a Google document that I have created just to sort of gather my ideas for this live stream. Oliver gave me that tip, by the way. Oliver the Joy Boy. Okay. Hello, everyone. So, these past few months have been the busiest months of my life. I mean, with schoolwork and track and my races, I've been really busy, and it's crazy to think that school is almost over and I'm gonna have all this free time that I don't know what to do with. Well, actually, I will not know what to do with it. I will be trying to create more. Hello, everyone. A YouTuber. 6 people watching right now. Summer is close. So, I just got back from running a 10K. Well, actually, funny story. I was supposed to run a 10K today, but I didn't because while I was running the 10K, I made the wrong turn and I ended up running a 5K. But the race administrator switched over my time, and I ended up placing 3rd. But that was kind of a bummer. I was hoping to run a 10K today. I still got to run a 10K because a few friends and I ran after the race, but quite fun. Tyler Ludicky, hello. Latif can't wait for summer. Neither can I. I can second that. So I've been spending lots of time with my family lately, and a lot of time with friends. And yeah, like I said, I've just been really busy lately, and I'm excited to get back into the workflow of creating more videos and just trying really hard to get content out to you guys. I'm reluctant to say that asceticism, I think that's how you pronounce it, asceticism? Asceticism. I'm reluctant to say asceticism is a way to create more, because a lot of teenagers my age, they're busy with school, and if you have a YouTube channel or are trying to do some personal task that sort of gets in the way of schoolwork, you have to really prioritize and sort of cut out a lot of the extra tasks that you have that aren't as important. That's sort of my plan on how to have more time for creating videos. So a lot has changed for me. I've adopted a new diet, and I've been getting outside a lot more, and I've just overall sort of gave my life a makeover, so to speak. I've changed my schedule, and I've changed my routines quite a lot these past few months. And hi Damon. So yeah, a lot of things have changed, but change is good. That's how you improve. Damon says new diet ? So interesting story. Luther from the Young Filmmaker YouTube channel sort of challenged everyone in the YVR to do the Veganuary um, challenge. And instead of doing veganuary, I sort of just tried the vegetarian diet, so not vegan, but vegetarian. And I started noticing that I had more energy and I felt a lot better. My track times improved. And so I sort of just stuck with it as January came to a close. I just stuck with it. And I still eat eggs sometimes, and vegetarians can actually eat eggs, and I didn't know that until I researched it, but it's kind of interesting to see the differences between vegetarians and vegans. I personally don't think they're that different, except for dairy and eggs. Vegetarians can eat dairy and eggs, and sometimes eat eggs, but not dairy. I just think it's kind of strange that I'm not gonna. I'm reluctant to say it's strange that drinking milk is unhealthy, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea, like I'm trying to judge people or look down on people who do consume dairy products. But I just don't think it's the best for us. I mean, we are not baby cows, we are human beings. But everyone to their own, everyone has their own opinion about things, and of course I could be wrong, but that is my opinion. Oliver asks, how tall am I? Excuse me, how tall am I? I think I'm 5'8". I don't know. I haven't really measured my height in a while. And I have been growing. Every time I get on my bike, I find myself occasionally having to adjust the seat and make it higher because my legs are going fast. And I haven't had to do that before, so that's pretty cool. That's how I know that I'm growing. You have to eat calories to grow. Good vegetarian calories. Hello everybody. 11 people watching now. How are you guys? D-Man. Okay. Sorry about that, D-Man. So as I said, I've been trying to get outside a lot more and just sort of surrounding myself in nature and in the woodlands of Arkansas. I recently learned about a tradition in Japan called Shinrin-yoku, I believe. Oliver, you may have heard about that. But it's in English it's translated to forest bathing. And it's a tradition in which you just go out into the forest and walk around, hike, or run, just surrounding yourself in the natural human environment that for the whole of human existence we have been comfortable with and lived in. And I find that just sort of brings my mind to a natural, more primitive, peaceful state. And it's very calming, and any stress that I have built up over the week, if I just go out into the woodlands, if I go out into the woodlands, then all of my stress is gone. It's very peaceful. I just love nature so much. I take it for granted so often. Sorry about that noise. My computer gave me a low battery warning. D-Man asks what editing software I use. I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I've been using it since May of last year. And in my opinion, I think it works very, very well. It's very smooth. And recently I had to have my computer repaired because I'm not sure exactly what was wrong with it, but I think the software had a bug, the operating system. So I have that repaired and everything's running smoothly. Just a little for your information fact. Overall, I think in the past few months I have found myself, so to speak. So I have really learned about what I really love to do, and I know that cycling and running and eating good food, healthy food, and just being a positive person, hanging out with people, like-minded people, that's something that I love doing and that I want to do for the rest of my life. In that way, I have found myself. Let's try this. Can you guys hear me well? Sorry about that. How is the audio? I'm not sure. I'm just using my phone. Again, this is just a quick live stream, so I don't have very much. I didn't take a lot of time to set up. Let's see if there's any questions. 1 second. A YouTuber says, can you answer my question? 1 second, let me try to find your question. You want me to make a skateboard video? I don't ride skateboards. I can ride a ripstick, but for some reason I've never been able to ride a skateboard. It's kind of ironic because you'd think a ripstick is more difficult than a skateboard, but I find it's the other way around. Once you learn how to ride a ripstick, and if you don't know what a ripstick is, it's two platforms that are connected by a rod, I guess, a beam, and then there's two wheels that can swivel, and it's like a skateboard in that you stand on it and you can go places, but it's a lot different in the way that you make it go forward. You have to do a little like shimmy movement. It's kind of funny actually to watch people ripstick. Tyler Ludicky asks, have you ever met any other YouTubers? Well, not in person, but so to speak, but the YVR, which I am a part of, is a group of young YouTubers, filmmakers, vloggers, whatever you want to call us, and we try to help aspiring filmmakers and YouTubers accomplish their goals and improve. And so if you count meeting other YouTubers online, then yes, I have met other YouTubers. So track and, well, actually cross country last season and track this season has gone well for me. I have improved since my freshman year. I didn't have a very great freshman year. I finished with a 5:03 mile in track. I've been trying to break 5 minutes all year, but I have not done that yet. But I do have next year. I cannot wait till mountain bike season starts up. I love, love, love mountain biking. And cross-country season and mountain biking season are at the same time. So after school, I'll go run for cross-country, and then I'll go to mountain bike practice right afterward. And it's a bit tiring, but it's good practice, and it's a lot of fun. Kai Miller says, asks if I have ever ridden a scooter. I have ridden a scooter. In fact, I broke a bone while I was riding a scooter. I was going down a hill, and this particular scooter didn't have any brakes, and then I fell off. Well, I didn't fall off, but I started going fast down the hill, and I knew that I needed to get off before I started going too fast, and whenever I stepped off, I fell. And I was young, but it was my collarbone, if you're wondering, and it healed up just fine, just like new. It's really amazing how bones heal. Kind of getting off topic right now, but it really is amazing how bones heal. They just fuse back together, and it's crazy to me how the human body is so perfect at what it does. Another thing that we take for granted, and I try not to. Sometimes it's hard. Mason Comer says, I'm on the mountain bike team. My last race of the season is tomorrow. Oh, good luck. I hope you race well. That's what I meant to say. But that's really cool. Well, it's always good to hear from fellow cyclists. What state do you, I'm just curious to know if you're in Arkansas, if your race is in Arkansas or a different state or in a different country. Oh, there's my fan. Just stretching. Hello, everybody. Is there any new people? I think so. So, if you guys have any more questions, then I will just move on to explaining sort of what school projects I've been working on, if that is interesting and you want to hear about it, and sort of what I've been doing more in depth over the past few months. And like I said, how I plan to have more time, especially during the summer, I will have more time. You sort of have to prioritize your tasks, and you have to cut out all of the extra tasks that aren't as important. And that can be hard to do because sometimes you may want to do something that's not very productive, but you have to have the mindset of, if you know the time is going to go by anyway. If you're just going to sit down and watch TV, then oh, hi Luther. If you're just going to sit down and watch TV instead of creating something, this is just an example, then at the end of the day, you're not going to be very satisfied. Theodore is here, hello, and Amar Ajub. Hey guys, how are you? How's your day been? Sorry that I keep on looking off to my computer screen. That's why I'm reading the questions, because I'm using the front-facing camera on my phone, because I guess it's the rear-facing camera, sorry. The front-facing camera has a crack right over it, and so it's very blurry, just for your information. So school. What school projects have I been working on? I had to go to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is a town pretty far away from us. It's about a 4 or 5 hour drive, and I was assigned to present a social media campaign to state directors from the Department of Education in Arkansas, and it was an interesting experience because I had to wear a suit and a tie, and I had to look very formal and professional, which I don't do very often, so I kind of felt out of my element. And anyways, we were presenting our social media campaign that we had ran in school, and the goal of our campaign was to promote career and technical education in Arkansas. And career and technical education is just a group of classes that help students gain workplace skills. Okay, I think it's back on. I am terribly sorry about that, guys. That was awful. Oh, okay, it's working again. How unfortunate. Okay, small hiccup. Just took a bit of time for my phone to turn on. Alright, hello everyone again. A lot of people have joined since, well, not a lot, but a few more people have joined since the phone died. Okay, you better not do that again, phone. Whoa. Okay. So I guess the power output of my laptop was not enough to keep the phone charged while I was streaming. Alright. Okay. Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Really, really sorry. Let's see if we can get this to work. I just have my phone on not a tripod, but a little mount, and it's not working very well. Oh goodness. Okay, maybe that'll work. Let's come over here. Okay, this will work. This will work for the time being. Again, I'm really sorry, everyone. That took a lot longer than I had expected. Okay, I'm just going to read a few of the comments and see if you guys ask any questions. The young filmmaker, oh hi Luther, asks, just wondering what you're studying at school, Jake. Not really anything in particular. Excuse me, I couldn't talk for a second. But the main classes that I am in, that I'm studying for right now, is biology, math, and world history. One second. Anyways, where did I leave off? I was talking about the trip down to Little Rock for a school project. But I think I finished talking about that. Okay. Hi everybody, how are you? Any new people? We just finished exams in school, so it's good to have that done. I think I did really well. And as the school year comes to a close, we have semester tests coming up, and I may be exempt from them depending on how many absences I have at school. And I believe I only have one. So, but I'm studying for those anyway because that's a requirement to study for them. Although you do not have to take them if you're exempt, which is kind of strange. Any other school projects? There's not really anything in particular that I think would be interesting to talk about in terms of school projects. But again, the past 4 months I've been spending lots of time with my family. I've picked up on guitar. I'm trying to learn how to play guitar. It was a bit of a rough start, but I finally got the hang of it, and I think I can play it decently, but that's subjective. Theodore J says he likes my space poster. I got that a really long time ago. I believe I got it 7 years ago. Long time. It's been in my life. But I like it as well. Hey Jake, if it is not a secret, could you give us some ideas you have about some of your future videos? Well, I wanted to make a video that sort of focuses on my new diet, but I'm not sure if that would be sort of cliche. I guess not really cliche, but I just feel like a lot of people have a video where they just show a day in their life, sort of what they eat. But I might do that anyway. Not sure. I definitely just want to make more videos about how I walk my dogs, just things in my life. Not really anything in particular. But the ideas that I have are like little scenes that I want to incorporate in my videos. I wanted to create videos about my philosophy on health and all things that surround health. A lot of my routine, a lot of the things that I do every day. Just things like that. I hope that answers your question, and if it doesn't, you can tell me and I'll try to answer it better. Patrice C is here. Hi Patrice, I hope you're doing well. I think we are nearing the 20-minute mark, so if you guys have any more questions, then I'd be happy to answer them. But I want to keep this live stream short. If you had attended my last live stream, or not my last live stream, but my first live stream, it went on for a very long time, and I want to try to stay away from live streams going that long because I don't want to take up too much of your time, guys. Luther, the young filmmaker asks, do you do much climbing? I suppose you're talking about trees. In that case, I do climb trees often. I love climbing trees. Climbing trees is very fun, especially when you're barefoot. Although some tree bark is very sharp on your feet. Kai Oliver Bonke. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Are you still riding bicycles? Yes, I'm still riding bicycles. I ride my bike almost every single day. And whenever I ride my bike, I just love to do little tricks and practice little things on the bike that increase my skill. Whenever mountain bike season starts, I think I will be very prepared and ready to start the racing life. The racing life. D-Man asks if Gabe, my cousin Gabe, is still trying to learn Russian. I'm not sure exactly. I should ask him about that. I haven't seen my cousin Gabe in a while. I suppose you guys chatted with each other? Alright. I'm almost out of water. There. Try to drink at least 4 to 6 of these glasses a day, full to the top. Try to get more than 4, but sometimes I just find myself busy somewhere out of the house, and sometimes I can't get enough water. Try to stay away from plastic bottles because they're just one use. I try to stay away from one-use products. In fact, I had a glass bottle with a screw-on lid for a while, but I dropped it, and it broke. I guess that's the downside of glass. The young filmmaker asks if I drink tea. I do drink tea. I like... The tea that I have now is Rooibos tea. It sort of has a earthy vanilla flavor. That's what I would compare it to. And I also have a Dandelion detox tea, or at least that's what it says on the package. It has lots of herbs that are supposed to support detoxing and sort of cleansing of the gut and your whole body. Really interesting. I'd like to learn more about herbs and how you can use them as medicine. I would consider myself more of I follow sort of the holistic lifestyle in that I try to use natural products wherever I can. So natural deodorant, toothpaste, and soap. I just use a Castile soap by a popular brand, Dr. Bronner's. Some of you may have heard about that, but they make really, really good Castile soap bars and liquid Castile soap that are used for dishes. And all of the soaps that they make are biodegradable, so that's really cool. D-Man asks, what are your Spanish skills then? My Spanish skills? I was learning for a while with a popular app on my phone. Anytime I had any free time or was waiting for something, I would just get on my phone and do a few lessons. But I haven't done them in a while, and I would like to start doing them again. But right now, I don't think my Spanish is very good. At least not enough to have a full conversation with somebody. But I can understand a few things, and I think the hard thing is trying to understand people who are very fluent in Spanish, because the syllables in the Spanish language are very easy and quick to say, and if you don't catch them, sometimes you'll miss it and you can't understand what they're saying unless you have the experience. But yeah, I'll answer a few more questions if you guys have any. This is a new shirt, Patagonia. I really like this brand. They use recycled plastic to make their polyester t-shirts. If you don't know, most athletic gear is made out of polyester, which is very similar plastic to the plastic water bottles that we get every day, or often. I try to stay away from those again. But Patagonia makes organic cotton t-shirts, and they also use recycled plastic bottles to make their shirts, which is really cool. And only recently have I learned about how fabrics are made out of polyester. It's just something that you don't really think about. D-Man asks, what are you planning to do this summer? I believe my family will go down to the beach. We have planned a trip to go down to Florida, I believe. And I've only been there once before, and I'm really excited to go see the beach. I'm really excited to go down there. I'm going to get up early in the morning and watch the sunrise over the water. Okay. So, any more questions, guys? I think I've talked about all that I want to say in this live stream, and soon we'll bring it to a close. I need to find a way that I can have my phone, which is what I'm using to live stream, over with my laptop. 1 second, so that I don't have to keep on looking away from the phone. The young filmmaker asks if I've heard from Tim Ferriss. I have not heard of Tim Ferriss, but I'm curious now. So here's my. There we go. I think that'll work. Oh, another video that I have planned is for how I wash my mountain bike, more specifically what products I use, because I have found a company that I really resonate with, called Green Oil, that makes bike lubricant and bike degreaser for your drivetrain. It is made with natural ingredients, and a lot of bike products these days have a lot of really dodgy chemicals. It's nasty stuff. You don't want to get it on your skin or in the environment. But inevitably, whatever you put on your bike does get into the environment. Atua asks if wait, hold on. I read this wrong. Atua says, I remember you having a drop receipt post. Just curious if you find it very useful and if you would go with that one in the future. So I do have a drop receipt post on my bike, and if you don't know what that is, it's a seat post, a device that allows you to drop your seat whenever you're going downhill on a bike, and it allows you to have more range of motion so you can balance better. And then there's a little lever on your handlebars that you can press, and the seat will raise back up, and it can raise back up to your riding height, the riding height that you pedal efficiently at. And in my opinion, it is really useful. I used it a lot, especially during races whenever you're going on really steep downhill trails, and then there's lots of bumps. Sometimes this seat will sort of buck you off and sort of throw you forward, but whenever you drop your seat down, it doesn't do that, and in that way it's really, really helpful. And I would recommend, if you are an avid cyclist, that you should look into purchasing or investing in a dropper seat post. Very useful. Very innovative as well. Okay, guys. Just a few more minutes, maybe a few more questions. I don't think I have anything else that I would like to say. Amor asks, what are my favorite movies, or what are my favorite kind of movies? So like genres, I think. I really like documentaries, and whenever I watch a documentary, I just try to really focus on the main point that it tries to make. I also like historical movies. I like Dunkirk. I thought Dunkirk was really cool. But I haven't watched a lot of movies lately. Again, I've been really busy. Anytime that I had the chance to work on my last video, I took the time and worked on it. So if that says anything, I haven't had much time to do anything other than schoolwork, hang out with the family, or work on my videos. Anyways, another genre of movies that I like. I don't really know if I like a specific genre other than documentaries and historical movies, but a lot of the mainstream movies I don't necessarily care to watch. I know the new Avengers movie came out last Friday, I believe. I have not watched that. I don't think I will. Not that I don't like it, it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from, I'm not trying to stay away, but I'm just trying to spend less time watching movies that I don't think would really benefit me in my life. But sometimes it's good just to relax and watch a movie and not really care about anything else, but just enjoying the film. Atua says, I recently went on a little biking trip, and at one downhill section I manually lowered my seat, and I felt I really had a lot more control. Thanks for sharing. I need to increase the font size of your comments, guys. AG Alves. Hi, AG. Damon asks why I hid my most watchable video, how to vlog with your phone. So personally, I think my personality has changed quite substantially over the past few months. And I don't really know why that is, but I think watching that video and seeing really how much I have changed as a person just made me a bit uncomfortable to have it online. And so I don't really know if that was the best choice to make, but I'm not really sure how to answer that. I don't know, honestly. I just didn't feel like that really represented me as a person, and so that's why I took it off. Okay. It is 12:26 where I live, and at 12:30 I'm going in the live stream, and wish you all a good rest of your day. Sorry for the pause. bit difficult to sort of keep the flow in a live stream. It's kind of intimidating actually, because you want to keep on talking in a continuous manner, but sometimes it's difficult because you don't know exactly what to talk about in a live stream. But I think that's a good thing, because it's a lot more personable for viewers, which is why I do enjoy live streams. It's just like talking to friends, kind of. But how has your guys' day been? I know I got up really, really early this morning. Well, not really, really early, but early for me to run the 10K. Ooh, the young filmmaker says, I'd love to see a mountain biking live stream if ever possible, much like Fun for Louie recent streams. Fun for Louie's recent streams. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe just stream a ride or a race. Maybe not a race. I like to not really think about much else during a race, because I just try to get my mind in the racing mood, I guess. Longer distance races, I believe, are mostly a mental battle. I mean, yes, it is how physically fit you are to race, but there's a barrier in humans that just sort of stops you from pushing yourself, and sometimes it's just hard to break past. And I look up to people who run really long distance races, like marathons and ultra marathons. Man, that just takes commitment, and kudos to them. Labrob says, we would really like to see you post a new video soon. Okay. That's what I'm planning on doing. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. Alright, we have 1 more minute. Let's see if we can get one more question. 1 more minute. See if I can think of anything else to talk about. This cotton. This shirt right that I have on is actually cotton. It's really soft. The young filmmaker asks, what is your favorite quote? Ooh. Let's see if I can recall a quote that I think. There's one by Leonardo da Vinci that says simplicity. It's something along these lines. It may not be exactly the quote, but it says, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Pretty sure that's how it is. But I like that quote. I do believe that to be true. I'm not sure. What are your guys' favorite quotes? I'll leave off on that. I just want one good quote. One inspiring quote from somebody. Can you guys do that for me? In this day and age when we have the internet, it's accessible and it's so convenient, and we can gain so much information. But it seems like a lot of teenagers my age do not use it as a way of being more productive. Instead, they use it to spend lots of time on social media or just watching Netflix. And again, everybody to their own. I'm not one to judge. But I just don't think we are using our resources that we have access to in a very efficient manner. beatbox. Vojnov. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, you can let me know and I'll try again. But he asks if I'm in the YVR. And I am in the YVR. Although I don't feel that I have really done my part lately in sort of helping out. I don't know. Again, that's me being too self-critical. I need to just... I guess I have a lack of confidence sometimes, and as I said in my last video, I have a propensity to criticize myself. And that is true. I'm not sure why that is. I think I just really want to excel. Alright. I'm just going to end on an inspirational quote. And then I'm going to end the stream. I'm just going to find one quick one and just type inspirational quotes on Google. This one. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. By Helen Keller. That is a pretty impactful quote. That is a good quote. I really like that. That is it. On point. Okay, guys. I think we'll end off on that. Thanks everyone for joining, and I hope that you were able to maybe learn something from this live stream, and maybe you gained a greater understanding of what I've been doing. That was the point of this live stream, and I think going on in the future I'll be more confident during live streams. They're good at a learning experience. I can't speak right now, excuse me. They're a very good learning experience for learning how to speak more fluently. Sometimes that is difficult for me. Sometimes I struggle to gather my thoughts in a understandable way, and sometimes I just have to pause and sort of think about what I'm saying. But I think as I make more vlogs and as I do more live streams, and as I just improve as a speaker, I think that will happen less. I think I'll pause less. Audio, is it interrupted? Is it still gone? It doesn't matter. I'm going to end the stream anyway. Okay. Yep. Thank you everybody for coming, and hope you have a excellent rest of your day. Do something creative. Do something creative and productive today. That's what I'll leave off on. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. I'm gonna have to turn my phone around.